Hey everyone. Sorry I'm late. Welcome to the Bucknife blog. Video is delayed this week because I had a weird set of cases and a day off on Thursday and I wanted to enjoy it. Weight loss update. I actually gained weight, but I think I've worked through my depression over my mom's death and I'm back on my diet hardcore. So, and I haven't been cheating on my diet, so I think it's going to be good. I'm going to predict that between now and Wednesday of this coming up week, I will have lost 4 pounds. That's my prediction. We'll see what happens. Hair's kind of coming back in. Weird cases. All right, so I had a case where the client was convinced that the lady lived at a specific place, and if we can't find somebody, some clients allow us to do what's called a pretext or an area canvas. So basically, I lie to somebody. I've been doing it professionally for 17 years now. So the person that I investigate is called the claimant. So I called the claimant's phone number and I told her, hey, we have a package that we're trying to deliver to you, but you're never at this address. And she's like, oh, I'll be there today at like 9 o'clock. Never showed up. Said that she would be there the next day around 1 o'clock. Wasn't there. She's a liar. She's lying. She's a professional claimant. It happens. And then yesterday, I worked a case, and the guy took off, and I followed him, and he went to a hardware store. It looked like he was working there. So I went inside, and his name didn't match the name of the person I was looking for on his name tag. So I'm like, all right. So I go back outside, and I look at his Facebook. It's his identical twin brother. Now, you're going to think that this is unusual. However, for me, in the last 17 years, this is about the 6th or 7th, honestly, I've lost count, identical twin that I've worked. Okay? And this is like the second or third for this company that I've worked. I worked a pretty extensive one where it lasted the span of like at least 10 work days, which is unusual. Usually an average case will last 2 to 3 days, usually two, one weekday and one weekend day, like a Friday Saturday or a Sunday Monday. Sometimes they work at 3 days, a couple of weekdays and a weekend, a couple of weekend days and a weekday. This one I must have worked at least 10 times over the course of 2 or 3 months. And I got the guy a couple of times, but he had an identical twin, and you could tell it was him because he was the clean cut one, and then there was the scruffy one. And then yesterday you could tell the difference between these two because one of them, the person that I was following, or supposed to have been following, was athletic, and the other one was kind of dumpy. So throw this out there to anybody who's watching, which is like nobody, but anybody who has a twin who's watching, is that the case? One is, one way and one is the other. Are they trying so hard to strike out of their identity from the other person that they have to be completely polar opposite? I remember there were twins in my high school, and one was like outgoing. It was twin girls. One was like outgoing and very talkative, and the other one was very somber and serious all the time. And I wonder if that's just a defense mechanism to distinguish yourself between your twin so that you get attention, or vice versa. I don't know. Twins, comment below. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got. There is no comedy in Houston. I saw that there were a couple of people trying to post on the comic Facebook page about starting shows. What would you want them to look like and everything like that. And a couple of people are saying, I just want everybody to be safe. Everybody wants everybody to be safe. Speaking of things that are reopening, Universal Orlando is reopening on June the 5th. Thank you, Jesus. Um, my wife and I vacation to Orlando every October, and we were hoping that this was going to get going before we went out there. So you've got what, 4 months? Things will be a lot better in 4 months, especially if they're opening now. Get all the kinks worked out. Everybody wear masks, stay 6 feet apart, wash and sanitize your hands and stuff like that. I don't, excuse me, and I know the irony of me about to cough before I do this, but I don't believe in the idea of everybody wearing masks. I believe that the idea of people who have symptoms or are sick or are afraid of transmitting some sort of disease should wear a mask. Everybody else should not. Masks are a preventative measure to keep things in, not to keep things out. Or that is my understanding. And gloves, don't even get me started about gloves. Gloves are stupid. Okay, think about it. Let's say you're going into a gas station. You're wearing gloves. You open the door. As soon as you go in the gas station, you're supposed to take those gloves off, throw them away, and put on new gloves. But people don't. They'll open the door, they'll go in there, buy their stuff, they'll bring it out, and then they'll take off the gloves. You just transmitted whatever was on that door to everything in that store, and vice versa. It doesn't make any sense. I know one person, my tattoo artist, who is meticulous about gloves. He will only wear gloves when he touches one specific surface. Like, let's say he's prepping his station. He'll wear gloves to put things down on the thing. Then he'll take them off and throw away. Then he'll put gloves back on to pick up something. Then he'll take them off and then throw them away. This guy is glove friendly, and I love it. But not everybody else is like that. Not everybody else has a supply of gloves just hanging around. Tattoo artists, they have personal protective equipment or PPE handy. They know how to use it. Especially my tattoo artist. He is the bomb. Shout out. I can't say his name. I don't have permission. Anyway. But anyway, I'm glad that Universal is reopening, and I'm going to get in shape and rock that beast of a walk. Every day is like 2 miles. But anyway, have a great one. I think it's over here. Like and subscribe. I think it's over here. Anyway, it might be over here. I don't know. Wherever the button is, press the button. Tell your friends. That's it. Later. What? Go away.